Or say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Welcome back to another video. Why are there so many 5-minute games these days? I'm going to try and answer that question, and maybe we can learn something along the way. But I mean, the short answer is the game has power creeped itself into a faster game. You know, we have higher alpha guns, we have more premium ammo spam, so there's less bouncing even at long range. We have a lot of tanks with premium equipment and consumables. The crew training is faster, so players generally have tanks with better view range, and on and on and on and on and on. And what it means is that games can be over very quickly, whereas in the past they tended to last longer for the opposite reasons of the list I just gave you. So let me show you 3 games in particular, and have you noticed that we've lost this game already? I'll let you ponder that for a minute, but I've got an idea for a new series, and that is, well, let's put it this way. You can watch those fantastic games that you see on some channels where a tank, usually a combination of an overpowered tank, Muppet teammates, good circumstances, favorable map conditions, and it results in 10,000 damage and the guy doing a just utterly fantastic game. And it's fun to watch, but you don't really learn very much by watching that. If you want to learn something, like a highly skilled player who shows really good replays, great map position, and the technical aspects of the game, then watch Skill. You'll see the highly skilled guy. I recommend him to watch videos on how to play yourself. But I've got an idea for another series because I've recently played some TDs and had to rely on my teammates a lot to spot and do things because I'm more of a support vehicle. I'm trying to get some TD missions done. And I had some great games and some shit games, and it's really it depends what your team does. So I've decided to put together, I'm going to show you the absolute shit 5-minute games. And then rather than just berate everyone, I'm going to try and explain what I did wrong and what my teammates did wrong. Now, do you guys realize that we've lost this game already? Let me just stop it here, okay, and I'll explain it. Now, each team has one light tank. Our light tank, the Bulldog, has not lit anything. This is one of those maps where it's the glorious opportunity for a light tank to have his 1 out of 100 superstar 10,000 spotting assist game. Now, you know, he has chosen not to go spot, and I've pinged the map a couple of times where a light tank should go. Their team has one light tank, and he does go and light things. And a lot of our tanks have already taken damage just crossing this open area on the way to the hill. That enemy light tank is probably right there where I've zoomed in. Now, okay, let's just, rather than just berate everyone and rage quit and not show you this game, you know, make a funny video, let me tell you what I did wrong and what our team did wrong. So I'm in a position here where I can only shoot things that my teammates light. So there's no spotting going on, so I'm wasting my time here. I can't help. Now, really, I should do one of 3 things. One is I should move up and try and spot for myself. That's probably a bad idea because I will get detected and killed because I don't have the best view range until I stop and let the binocs engage. Or I could retreat, which would be a stupid move. The thing I should do now is realize, okay, I'm not going to get any spotting help from my light tank on my team, so I should go up the hill and try and help my teammates win the hill. I don't do that. Okay, so I sit here, and basically I'm ineffective for the whole game. And I realize that I'm not a TD player, and I'm sharing this with you. I'm not trying to say, oh, you know, I played great and my teammates let me down. That's not what this is going to be about. I'm going to show you games where I played like shit. And I'm playing in TDs. I'm not a great TD player. I usually play light and medium tanks, and I kind of know where to go to get map position and figure things out. Now look where our Bulldog is. Like, he's not going to spot anything, right? And I'm detected. I'm going, holy shit, how am I detected? And how am I detected? I'm smart enough. I have 6th sense and I relocate. And now, foolishly here, I believe that I've gone stealth again. Okay? Big mistake. And so let's try and learn something here from an absolutely shit game that's going to be over in 5 minutes. Now, I think I'm stealth again, so I come into this bush, right? But I'm not. Now I'm thinking, holy freaking artillery, he blind shot me because the tree's down. Shit, that was unlucky. But I don't realize, no, I'm still lit. I'm still lit. I'm being spotted, but I don't know. My 6th sense went off. I was never unlit. I'm dead. How did that happen? And now you'll notice we're losing 1-5, and within about 30 seconds it's going to be 1-8, 1-9. Why are we losing? How did that happen? And now the shit show starts. Our Scorpion TK'd our Bulldog who didn't do any spotting. And in a minute here, it's going to become apparent why this game is only going to last 5 minutes. Let's just keep watching here. How did I get killed? Why are all these people dead? What's happening? You know, what is going on? It's 1-8. What happened here? Well, there's one player on the enemy team, and there he is on the minimap, the T-92. There he is. He has a light tank. He started the game and he said, oh, this is the best map in the game for a light tank. I should go spot. And that's exactly what he did. Let me see if I can show you here on the map. He was probably sitting in those bushes right there. You see the cursor moving right there. And he single-handedly won the game for his team. Now, I don't have the post-game stats because I quit the game before it ended. But guaranteed, he had a monster game. So what went wrong? What did I do wrong? I realized I was not going to have any targets lit, and I should have relocated instead of camping there like an idiot. So that's what I did wrong. But what killed the team was the one key tank on that map that had to make a move didn't, and theirs did. Now, if there's Muppets on the enemy team, yeah, okay, if there's 30 Muppets playing, that could have went 50-50 either way. But they had a smart scout. We did not, and they won easily in 5 minutes. Let's watch the next game here, and I'm playing a TD again because I'm doing TD missions. And this really hit home for me when I played TDs because you're so dependent on your teammates, unless you're in a city where you're brawling it out. But on large maps, open maps, different maps, this particular map, let's assess the situation. Our team has 2 fast tanks. There's our light tank and the T-44. Those guys are fast, and they could go spot the middle, but they both turn left, and they do not. Their team also has a WZ, a fast tank, and a T-44. What do they do? Let's see. I kind of pinged the crosshair because it's always good to spot the enemy team coming across. I'm waiting to take shots. I'm going to try and spot for myself. I noticed, oh, their T-44 is heading straight across. I've been detected by have armor. I'm going to try and take a shot here. I flubbed my shot, and I have to retreat because now I'm lit. Now look at the minimap. Our T-34, our T-44, our STRV, our Lorraine that are coming this way. They are going to be reluctant to cross now because that their T-44-100 has this area lit. If they do cross, they're going to get massacred by the people on the other side there, and that's a couple of them are going to take some big hits, and some of them are probably going to die on their way across here. And I'm just trying to shoot this guy. Of course, a little bit of bad RNG doesn't help. Like, I bounce on him and he pens me. Okay, well, I'm a tank destroyer. I'm supposed to be able to destroy tanks. That's a little bit of an aside here, as my heavy tanks that are crossing are taking hits there because this guy's spotting. Watch this, watch this, watch this. I'm a tank destroyer. TD stands for tank destroyer. I have to make this point. Russian medium tank versus tank destroyer. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I reposition behind the bushes. Now I'm going to destroy him. Oh, I bounce. Snap! He gets me. So some things never change. But now let's just say I'm pissed off. Fuck! Where the hell did he pen me? But there it is. The first 30 seconds of the game. This game started, and on this map, there's that opening that connects the 2 maps, the 2 sides across the gravel pit. Each team had 2 fast tanks. Our 2 fast tanks went to the corner. Look at our LT-432. And our other guy, the T-44-100, they're dead. He's dead. No use going where they went. No use at all. One of their fast tanks crossed, the T-44-100, lit everyone. Our heavy tanks lost half their HP heading across to the southwest. So now they're going to lose the southwest. I couldn't cross here because I would get hit. So now let's analyze. What did I do wrong here? I played like shit, I admit. This isn't about watching Unicom gameplay, remember. Knowing that my guys did not spot across and knowing that their guys did, I should have abandoned this position and went somewhere else immediately, like maybe pushed the bridge. Right? Because look at on the mini-map here. They have shots there. I can't go across the gravel pit now. I can't do anything but back up. I should have went all the way around to the ice road or the bridge to try and help my teammates there. Instead, I sat here and was totally ineffective for the whole game. And now at least I'm going to shoot this guy up the ass and get a little satisfaction. But that guy there that I just killed won the game for his team. Okay? He made the bold move. He had the fast tank. He knew the situation. He looked at the map. He says, I'm one of the fast tanks. I have to go across there. That will result in a whole bunch of spotting assist for me. As my teammates shoot their heavies that cross, it'll cause some of them to stop. He died, but he helped his team win. That's what he did right. Our fast tanks did not spot anyone quickly. They went to the southwest. I don't know why our lightweight would go down there to wait for the heavies and spot them. I don't know why. And now I'm going to get a few shots of damage and try my best. But the game's lost. It's 2-8. It's only 4 minutes into the game. It's 2-8. And I'm going to get 1,600 damage. Ooh, I got 16. I'm so good, right? No, I played like shit. I should have realized that we did not get the early spots there. There's no way I was going to make it to the southwest corner because I had stopped to take shots. I should have went to fight on the bridge, do something else to help my team. Their fast tanks won the game for them in the first 30 seconds, and now I'm going to at least do something right here. I stay away from the end that has the gun sticking out of it. And now I'm going to shoot him up the ass, but someone stole my kill, and my game is going to be over here shortly. It's what, 4.5 minutes into the game, and I am died right about now. 12 of us are dead. Yeah, are we learning anything by watching the shit games? Guys, let me know if you think this is fun to watch. I know you're not watching Unicom gameplay, but I'm a firm believer in you gotta assess the shit, because there's a reason there's 5-minute games and shit results. And you can make the best of it. Maybe we can learn something. And I try now, I'm going to try when it happens. If I have a shit quick game like this, I'll save it. Let's watch the rest of my teammates die. And I'll try and assess two things. Number one, what I did wrong. So usually if I'm in a support vehicle and I realize, in 30 seconds I can tell, this is good. This is a 75% chance we're going to lose. I have to learn to reassess and do something else. So I'll try and explain what I did wrong. And then I'll also try and explain, well, why is it that we lost in 30 seconds? What's the bonehead move at the beginning that lost it? And in the first game, it was the scout not scouting. And in this game, it was the 2 fast tanks. And remember, we only had 2 fast tanks. They only had 2 fast tanks. And their 2 fast tanks went somewhere that really helped their team. And our 2 fast tanks did not go somewhere that really helped our team. And I think that's the reason that we lost quickly. Now, of course, remember, guys, if both teams are inept, and if all 4 fast tanks did something equally stupid, then it doesn't matter. It's 50-50. You could win, lose. Or if you're a really good player, you could have observed what was going on and relocated. I did not. I'm not claiming that I am. Maybe a really good player could have changed what his initial, knowing that I wasn't going to get lights. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped there. Maybe I should have headed for the southwest quickly and read the situation faster. There's lots of different things I could have done. But if the enemy team has someone, or your team has someone that really understands and their tank role at the beginning and makes that key play, it can be, or if the enemy team has that and your team doesn't, or if you have that and the enemy team does it, then the game could be decided in the first 45 seconds if you follow up on what's going on. All right, let's go to the next game. Now, I'm a firm believer that on this map, the team that spawns in the south will win the rails no matter what. So I knocked down those trees because I know I'm going to have to retreat. Now I'm going to move up to help my guys. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my teammates are heading down the rails, and so am I. 7 of them. And I'm kind of holding back because I'm bottom tier in a Hellcat with no armor. I don't want to take hits. And I'm going to try and help out. But quick losses are also, I believe, a result of imbalanced maps. And this map is completely imbalanced. In that if you spawn in the south, you will almost always win the rails if you go there in force. If 7 of them head for the rails and 7 of us head for the rails, they have an 80% chance of winning the rails unless they're all Muppets. And now I see an opportunity. I'm not retreating. I see an opportunity to get to beyond detection range and farm this guy because I could see that he was on top of the tracks. So I'm reading the situation. I'm trying to help, and I'm actually, I'm going to do some damage here to help our guys out, but you will see that even with half our team going down the rails, on this map, it's almost impossible to win from the north spawn. Now, you could argue that, like if there's 7 Unicoms that go down there versus 7 Muppets, yeah, they're going to win from the north. But in general, generally speaking, everything else being equal, 6 guys going down there and TD support. I'm going to do about 1,000 damage TD support here for those guys. We cannot win the rails from the north spawn. If you spawn here, look at the mini-map, you should go to the city, win this area, and then probably retreat here and get ready for the onslaught of the guys that win the rails. That's what you have to do on this map. If you spawn in the north and you go down to the rails, yeah, you could win. You'll have situations where you win. You're close, you're wrong. I spawned in the north and we won the rails. Yeah, it's going to happen. Maybe the enemies on the south don't go there for some reason, or they're all Muppets, or there's a lot of other reasons. But in general, generally speaking, the team that spawns in the south has a massive advantage because most of the fighting happens, like, look where the people are right now. And I see an opportunity here to take some shots. So I'm doing the shots of opportunity in my TD, and I think I land both of these when I look at the post-game stats. But let me zoom in on the mini-map here. Most of the fighting happens where the pinging just occurred there, and I'm seeing my team evaporate and realizing, okay, I've got to go to those bushes. The trees that I knocked down at the beginning, I knew that I might have to use those, so I'm headed that way. But all of my team IM died. They all IM died in down on the rails there. And it's just, there's so many more hull down. It's easier for the team that spawns in the south. They have the hull down positions. They could make it to that bridge. And our guys basically all have to sit right where that last guy died. It's just a shit show. There's really no good positions from this spawn when you fight the rails. Can I get a shot on this guy? And now I got to get out of here. And it's 5-8, and it's 4 minutes into the game, and this game's lost. So I think that sometimes imbalanced or asymmetrical maps and players going to the wrong side. Let me see if I can get a shot on him. Yeah, I'm going to die here. But it's sometimes the map. On this map, if your team goes on force to the rails, and theirs does, you got a 75% chance of losing the game. All other things being equal. Stupid field vehicle. Yeah. 6-11, not even 5 minutes into the game, it's over. Okay, look at the mini-map here. This is the area I'm talking about, and almost all the fighting always happens. If you spawn from the north, you head south, and you usually, some guys sit up here, and some guys go to the city, but if you go down there, you usually have to sit right in this area there. And the fighting all happens right there. If you spawn from the south, you can make it all the way to here and fight here and have support from your TDs that are behind you, whereas the spawn in the north has no support from the TDs behind until they win and are over that hump. But anyway, I showed you 3 games, shit games, where I played like shit. What should I have done better in this game? Well, actually, in this game, I think I did the best I could in a Hellcat bottom tier. But what did our team do wrong? They didn't really do anything wrong. They don't know. They just went and played the game, and because the map's not symmetrical, not balanced, we lost because we spawned in the north and we went down the rails. If you ever get this map and you spawn in the south, go en masse down the rails. You will win it and then retreat to defend your base. If you spawn in the north, do not go down the rails. Go to the city, win it, and then retreat and defend your base. That's my takeaway on this one. So there you go, guys. 3 shit games where I played like shit, where some of my teammates, key members of the team, did not select the optimum thing to do with their tank to help the team. And I think that's one of the reasons that with this the power creep game where everything happens faster, and I listed all the reasons: the higher alpha guns, the premium ammo spam, the faster tanks, the premium equipment. Everyone has good crew training, view range. Snap, 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 and it's over in 3 minutes. And if you're in the light tank on the big open map and you don't spot, and the enemy team's light tank does, snap, 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 it's over in 45 seconds. So I'm going to make a point of when I have a shit game, keeping it, and when I get the 3 or 4 of them, I'll make another video, and hopefully on different maps I can point out different mistakes, different bad plays, and maybe some bad things that I did that I didn't react to the bad plays. And we'll try and learn from some shit games rather than, because I can't show you a Unicom game every day because I'm not that good. Let me know if you guys are into it. If you are, I'll make more of these. Leave it in the comments. You may disagree. You may say, Klaus, you're full of shit. You would have won all those games if you were a Unicom. And maybe you could be right. But remember, 95% of the players or 98% of the players are not. We're just regular schmoes. And maybe this series will help everyone out. And if you think it's a good idea and you want me to make more of these episodes with different maps and different situations, let me know in the comments.